Welcome to the Gimme Your Hull Yeah SmackDown stream for January 20th in the US, January 21st here in the UK. We are going to watch SmackDown. It is midnight and 53. What am I even doing? 00:53. 8 minutes to 1. 8 minutes to SmackDown, something like that. And we are we're gonna take you through the contract signing, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, potentially some Bray Wyatt Uncle Howdy stuff, no doubt some Sami Zayn shenanigans. It's all gonna happen on this SmackDown episode. We're super excited about it, and we will be with you after this message from one Big E Langston.
This is Big E from the new day. Give me that hole, yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
Yeah, nice one. Here we are. Guys, hopefully you're all right in the chat. Sam, how are you doing, mate? How's it going, dude? You okay? How you feeling?
I've been in a state of excitement for a whole week. Obviously, I don't know if we're going into why or not.
We are gonna do it. We're gonna announce it tonight. We're gonna announce it, but I mean, is
no
that
spoilers? No spoilers.
Are you talking about? Are you going to talk about your gaming day, or are you talking about what we're talking about?
Oh no! What? I can't talk about the gaming stuff. Work
Okay.
could tell me off.
No, you can't. I mean, I'm not saying you give it away. I'm just saying tell us what a stressful day you've had. You've been working all day because Dead Space has come out, right?
Oh no, it's not out yet. That's why I can't talk about it.
Oh yeah, you got the review code for Dead Space. That's the one. Yeah.
It's just a case of when a game comes out, you've got to put a load of guides together before, and you've got to figure out what you can do and what you can't do, and that sort of stuff. So it's just been kind of figuring out that really. It's always fun. I enjoy it, but it's kind of like. It's hard until you've played something and completed it. You don't always know, so you've just got to work hard to do it. And luckily, our team is awesome, and they all know what they're doing. So it's pretty cool.
But you only just finished work, right? Before you.
I tried having a nap. That didn't happen. So I kind of went back and did a little bit more. But they don't know. They don't know that. So because I work from home, they can't see me working. So but yeah, I did a little bit.
You did a little bit extra. That's the joy of loving your job. And we love being here with you guys. The Gimme Your Hull Yeah podcast. We do these live streams every week. We have Monday nights with Dan on Raw. I'll be joining Dan for Monday Night Raw, the special 30th anniversary this coming Monday. We also do AEW Dynamite with Anthony. And we are here for SmackDown with you guys. So it's going to be exciting. We'll talk about that in a minute. When SmackDown begins in, just under 5 minutes now. But we do have an announcement to make. We will talk about it through this stream and every stream now and beyond. I can say that we're going on a little Gimme Your Hull Yeah holiday. That's right. Me, Sam, Dan, and Anthony, the whole crew, Jack, of course, our moderator. We will be going to WrestleMania this year. That's right. We are going to LA. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to seeing some people out there, some members of this community, some old friends from when I was over there. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you, Sam, face to face, person to person, skin on skin, because we might be sharing a bed.
No, what have you told them that for?
We're gonna be at Mania, and it's gonna be cushy, isn't it? It's gonna be cozy in the Gimme Your Hull Yeah hotel room.
We're staying, because of the hotel where we are is like got massive rooms. We're all staying in the same room, and if they give us king size beds instead of single beds, we might be sharing a bed. So we might take some in bed selfies for you. So we're
gonna be doing some WrestleMania content. This is very much a Gimme Your Hull Yeah thing. We're gonna be just doing this. We're gonna be doing this for fun. We're gonna record some content for you guys from the hotel rooms. We're gonna talk about our experiences at Mania. My very first WrestleMania, Sam. This is the very first time I've ever been. Also, Sam's WrestleMania. I can tell you it is. I know it's Anthony's first WrestleMania as well. I think it might be Dan's. It's certainly not Jack's. Jack has been a few times, but Jack is in a different room. Yeah, Jack is not sleeping with any of us.
We'll pull you in, Jack.
We'll pull you in, Jack. Well, you'll see a lot of Jack anyway. We like to. Jack likes to get his crack out. You know, his bum crack. It's a thing. You'll see a lot more. Jack. you'll see a lot more of Jack than you probably bargained for when we catch up. I'm very excited to hang out with Jack too. It's Jack's second WrestleMania. I want to welcome Deanna in from the Insiders. I just did the Abby's Window show on that channel with those guys. Obviously, the only weekly show dedicated to Bray Wyatt on YouTube. I'm a co-host now there, and they're lovely people, lovely members of the community. Thank you for joining us, Deanna. Lovely to see you. You want the tractor beam? Is this some kind of Star Trek reference, isn't it?
Oh God, Dom. Oh God, yeah.
Jack's a Star Trek.
No, I'm ashamed of you not realizing it's a Star Wars reference and thinking it's a Star Trek.
A tractor beam is a Star Trek thing.
It's a Star Wars reference. It's the tractor beam is in the Death Star. It's the thing anyway.
Yeah, but there was tractor beams in Star Trek.
Was there?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
There's tractor beams in Star Trek.
Anyone geekier than me in the comments can correct us both.
Live long and prosper. Thank you very much, Deanna. You're on my
side. That doesn't solve the argument.
It does. It solves the argument. It solves the argument as far as I'm concerned. It solves the argument, doesn't it? That's right. It solves the argument. Where's Sam gone? Oh yeah, hang on. There we go.
He kicked me from the stream.
Yeah, because I won the argument. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I'm in LA, Trek Town. Is it the Trek Town? There you go. I didn't know that. Both had tractor beams. Ha ha! Suck it!
I'm going to Google that later and we'll find out, shall we? Okay.
No, Deanna knows. It's all good. Sam, what can we expect from this SmackDown? I spoke to you earlier on in the week, sort of saying it's going to be I think it's going to be a bit of a sleeper episode. They've got contract signing. You mentioned somebody might go through a table. In the Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns contract signing. What can we expect from this week?
Well, first of all, I stand erected then, Jack. Thank you very much.
Erected?
Erected and corrected. But right, I hope my mum's not watching this. But yeah.
I really hope your mum is watching this.
So
hey, Sam's mum.
Hi, mum. Yeah, she has been before. But I just hope it wasn't one of the one Ant came on drunk. But yeah, I'm not that worried because I thought Raw this week was really good. So I've got high hopes tonight. And I don't mind the contract signing. I suspect somebody will end up going through a table. Just a hunch.
Yeah.
A hunch. But yeah, I'm kind of into it at the moment. I've been into everything this week. Elevation, Dynamite, Raw, NXT, even Impact had a cracking episode.
Yeah.
I've just been like my wrestling week this week has just been awesome. So yeah, I hope SmackDown doesn't let us down because that's the one I've stayed up for. So
yeah, I don't think it will. Back to your question, Michael. Here's my very first time. With my very first time seeing Bray Wyatt live, I'm gonna come all over Sam. Just. Sam's gonna be there on the left. Anthony's gonna be there on the right. Dan's going to be somewhere. Jack is going to be there. Everybody's getting jizzed on. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, my God. Right, Dan. It's Dan and Ann. It's going to be Dom, Dan, Ann, me. I think Jack's sitting elsewhere because he's booked on a different package. So
it's true.
So Jack, you're the only one who gets away with not being. You're the only one who stays dry.
Unless you come into the room at night, when I'm super excited about the fact I've just seen Bray Wyatt, and we could see Bray. We're going to see Bray twice. I'm going to see Bray twice. We're going to SmackDown and WrestleMania. God, it's going to be so good, mate. It's going to be so good. So we should probably call what's happening. We're just getting a recap of last week's match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Of course, a brilliant match, Sam, that ended with some interference from the Usos. And of course, yeah, the Usos attacking Kevin. Sami Zayn conflicted, Sam, about what's going to happen.
Well, I think, I don't know if it was just because they beat up Kevin Owens. I think it was also a case of they sent him out there to take care of business. And he did.
He did.
Like he stepped up, and he was probably going to win that match because he
I think so. Yeah,
he was the better man in that fight. And then the Usos interfered anyway, and I think it was because they deceived him and they said, "Oh no, you're out here doing it on your own." And he proved that he could do it on his own, and then they came out anyway. So yeah, I'd be annoyed too if I was Sami Zayn, and it's really really cool because it kind of works from a sympathetic point of view on several levels. So they're starting now to turn Sami into that baby face we all know he's destined to become by Mania.
Absolutely. Diona contract signing equals shenanigans. Yes, Sam's calling it already. SoFi Stadium is going to get my love juice. Sami is coming in the Bloodline's car. All the Bloodline, everybody together. There's Paul Heyman. There's Roman as well.
Can we just take a moment, actually, because we probably should have done it sooner. But yeah, Sassy's right. Again, this week we've had some horrific news in our community with Jay Briscoe. You know, we're all a fan of him. He's put on some of the best matches this year. Him and FTR and his brother.
Of course.
But forget the wrestling, forget everything. You know, that the family have lost him sadly. You know, we're thinking about his kids. I don't pray to anything, but my thoughts, heartfelt thoughts,
100%,
are with the family. It's been on my mind all week, and so if anybody connected to that sees this, you know, we are thinking about them an awful lot, because it's one of the saddest things to ever happen in my entire fandom as a wrestling fan, and it's broken my heart a little bit. And I can't even imagine how his family feel.
No, one of the best tag teams of all time, and you're right. It could have been a lot. That obviously the loss of Jay is incredibly sad, but obviously his family members have survived. Obviously that tragedy could have affected a lot more people. So very, very sad and very, very very, very dark times in wrestling. So let's just take a moment, as we are right to do. Thank you, Sassy and Sam, for addressing that. Jay Briscoe, one of the most, I would say, on a global level, one of the most underrated performers. Obviously, a former Ring of Honor champion as well. Alongside obviously one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Definitely. Jay Briscoe deserves lots of respect and lots of shout outs, as he is getting from many channels, many platforms this year and this week, and so he should, of course. So he's taking a moment to respect the impact of the Briscoes Den Boys in Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor. Beyond that, of course, I think they've done stuff pretty much everywhere. And it was lovely to see WWE, pay their respects and tributes as well. Things have really changed recently, and let's kind of celebrate that. Let's celebrate the fact that WWE and a lot of people that perhaps knew of Jay's legacy, knew of the Briscoes' legacy, but didn't have, they never competed in WWE. WWE made the point of respecting Jay as well, which was a lovely moment, as they should have done, and it's been amazing that it's been amazing to see that level of respect and honor paid to Jay Briscoe and his family.
It's been nice to see, like, sometimes social media such a cesspool with wrestling, because you've got the AEW guys up against the WWE guys, and it's exhausting because, guys, you can just watch both. It's cool. But this week that's not happened. Everybody's just been kind of united in grief, really. So I'm not saying we should continue to be united in grief, but how about we stay united? You know what I mean? Because this guy wasn't an AEW or a WWE guy, but we're all feeling it. So
we are, again, testament to the guy's legacy. So just want to take that moment to celebrate and to pay our respects to Jay Briscoe, the Briscoes, and of course Jay's family as well. Going back to where we are now, we are on SmackDown. We are currently seeing the Viking Raiders come out against Sheamus and Drew. So Sheamus and Drew, the Brawling Brutes. Drew's an honorary member of the Brawling Brutes, I believe now. So Sheamus and Drew versus the Raiders is what we are currently looking at.
It's been weird with the Viking Raiders, because I don't think, like, it's been a little bit start-stop, hasn't it, since they came back? They've came out and battered everybody, and that was cool. And then it's we're getting a tag title contenders tournament. Nice. I do like a tournament in wrestling. I must say.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look here. So maximum male models are going to go out to Legado del Fantasma for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually pleased that Mansoor and Marseille are getting some television time, or certainly some YouTube time for some segments they're doing. I'm getting more and more into maximum male models by the day. I think it's quite entertaining. But we all know that they're going to job themselves out. We all know that unfortunately the Viking Raiders, who had a lot of momentum since returning with Valhalla, who stole Max the Impaler's gimmick. Since Valhalla came back, the Viking Raiders have had a lot of momentum, but it looks like, Sam, for better or worse, that momentum is going to be squashed here in favor of Drew and Sheamus going through and probably eventually winning this tag team tournament.
See, I suppose so, because if I was booking this match, I'd have them win, but by shenanigans, someone interferes or something. I don't know. I'd protect both teams somehow. Like, I know we don't like screwy finishes, but this is WWE where they happen in abundance.
Oh yeah, they most certainly do. Yeah.
So I do wonder if there's a way they can protect the Viking Raiders while still putting over Sheamus and Drew to win. Don't worry, Hassan. We're on it.
We are on it. I'm doing it, man. Yeah. Right.
Oh,
cool.
Sassy's giving me a dinner update because I always ask. So
we gotta have some dinner. Absolutely.
So homemade chicken soup, cinnamon raisin, and apple bread for dinner. Oh, can I have some? That sounds amazing.
Cinnamon raisin and apple bread. Oh my god.
Sassy always has the best food, by the way, everyone. Just in case you don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
The best
100%.
food.
The absolute best food. So that poll is up there for you guys to vote. Thank you so much to the people that are in with us. If you haven't liked the video yet, please do. It helps us out in the algorithm. Obviously, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. That also helps us out. We are a growing channel, so we appreciate your time and support. All right, let's go through the comments. I saw Fightful's report. This is from Official Misfit Gamer about Rumble meetings using the term non-traditional surprises. Is that like WWE's term for Forbidden Door or something? Could be. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That's an interesting point. Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah, that's a cool idea.
It is. News today. Yeah, so this is news today. More office firings coming to WWE. Yeah, that's a real shame. I saw Devon Dudley had left earlier.
Yeah.
Sassy again with not only the news but the plugs. We do have memberships for every budget. You can Anthony's cracking the old whip. I've got a show to break these out. We got a champion Hulkamaniac tier. That is, of course, Sassy is on that. We have quite a blank looking hardcore Hulkamaniac tier, so we need more people on that one. And we have the Hulkamaniac tier, which currently has Dex and Dan from Eve as well. So you can become a member. You can join us. You can support us in that way. So please do if you can, but it's not essential. We will never demand anything from you. You can also super chat us if you wish as well. That is an option. Right, let's go through some of these comments. What surprises do you guys want in the Rumble? Like Pat McAfee, Wade Barrett, Booker T, The Rock, Big E, Bobby Roode, Stone Cold, Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, and Rick Boogs. I believe Rick Boogs and Big E need some more time rehabbing. Those are good picks. I think Stone Cold wouldn't do the Rumble unless he was going to win it or come very close. What's the point in having him in there if he's not going to come close to winning it? So Stone Cold probably not. Bobby Roode, I could see that. Logan Paul, I could see that.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett, I think if he's coming back, it'll be for one match, and I don't think it'll be a Rumble. Pat McAfee, yeah, that's a good shout. Pat McAfee could do it.
Be good to see Pat back. Yeah, it'd be good to get Pat back.
Absolutely. And Hassan, your vote is there. Oh man, you're making me hungry. Kelly, Tori Wilson, AJ Lee. Interesting. The Bellas, Awesome Kong, Doudrop, Lita, Trish, Mandy Rose, and Naomi. Now, Naomi's a good pick. I believe she's been offered a ton of money to come back. Lita's good. Trish, yeah. Mandy Rose. Doudrop should be back, absolutely. Mandy Rose, I think she should be allowed back in. She should never have been fired in the first place. They should have kept more tabs on the time. could have been handled better. So Mandy Rose returning, I'd be up for that. Awesome Kong all the time, forever, absolute legend. Of course, known under a different name in WWE in a brief time there. An incredible talent. An incredible talent is Awesome Kong.
Oh, Sassy mentioned Sami Callihan for the Rumble. Now, I think he's like the Briscoes. I don't know if he's cozy enough for WWE. I think, and he
was in NXT, wasn't he?
He was
an NXT guy. Why did he do? Has he said some stuff?
I don't know. I think, what was his name in NXT? He had a really cool name. He always has a cool name.
He did. Yeah, he actually took the gimmick from NXT into Impact and made it a main event thing. The hacker gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like him in Impact though, because he's a big fish in a small pond almost in Impact. I think not that Impact's a small pond. Impact it does exactly what they need to do. They're fantastic, but yeah, I think Sami Callihan is one of the kings there. Where I don't know if WWE would make him a bit friendly and nice and mess him up a bit. I don't know. That's just my view. What do you think about Sassy's comment about the men's Royal Rumble? Vincent, Bobby Roode, Matt Cardona coming back, perhaps.
Matt Cardona would be great. We've spoken to Matt Cardona a number of times on the channel. Matt's a consummate professional. He's very, very good at marketing himself. And Matt Cardona would be a wonderful shout. I have booked my Royal Rumble off, so I will be in bed with Emma and I will be jizzing all over Emma when Bray Wyatt has his first match back, much like I was doing. Anyway,
oh my God.
I wasn't even gonna. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence, but I finished something earlier. All right.
I'm sorry, YouTube. YouTube, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
But no, sorry. I'm very tired. I'm very tired and very.
Now we know why.
Very, very, but also very excited for the Rumble. I'm having that off. I am going to be chilling. And I'm really excited about it because I'm having 2 shows off this year. One is Mania because obviously we're going, which is awesome. And of course the Royal Rumble too. I'm very excited about the Rumble just to do that. Anthony will be here covering your Royal Rumble, which means he's gonna poop all over it. He will probably just insult the whole card, but that's what you're here for. When Anthony's on stream, you know what you're getting if he's doing a WWE show. Solomon Crow was his name. That's right, it was Solomon Crow in WWE. Too much information.
Why are the Young Bucks not in this Rumble? Is that what it's going to be? Is that what it's going to be? Why there's not enough flips in this Rumble?
Yeah, there's not.
And where's the sporadic booking? We don't like long-term storytelling in AEW. No, I'm joking. No. They do a good amount sometimes.
I'm an
AEW fan. I'm allowed to say this. I'm allowed to say this. I'm just trying to be objective.
I got the popcorn out.
I want popcorn.
Yeah.
Does everyone have better food than me on this stream?
I
have chocolate in the fridge. I could go and get that in a bit.
Yeah, go for it.
I will make a cup of tea.
Yeah. Right. Okay. What we're here to do, we're here to cover this action. So the Viking Raiders have just Drew and Eric just took each other out, but we got the hot tags on both sides. Drew McIntyre with clotheslines to. Is that Eric? Or is that Ivar? That's Ivar, isn't it?
Ivar's the larger chap.
Eric so Ivar just got taken out with a crossbody. Eric just got suplexed. Ivar just got a neck breaker from Drew. And another neck breaker. Yeah, another neck breaker from Drew to Eric. Drew's on fire. Drew's an outside. Obviously, it's going to be Cody. Cody's going to win. But Drew should be in the last few of the Rumble, I think. The last sort of 4 to 6, I think.
Yeah, like if I was WWE, who's this? Because I think whoever wins Elimination Chamber, are they going to get a shot at Roman as well, perhaps? How are they going to play this? Do you know what I mean? Because they do it differently every year, don't they? Because the Elimination Chamber, they mess it about a bit, don't they? It's never. They do. It's fluid. Yeah.
Well, they had Bray win at Elimination Chamber. I always love Elimination Chamber because I think it's it's one of the more exciting. Yeah, it's really fun. I love that match. I love the style of match. I think it's great. I love any elimination matches. I think are fantastic. That's why I love Survivor Series as well.
Yeah, me too. I think I kind of wish Warzone War Games was its own thing, and maybe stay in NXT. And because I'm always into Survivor Series. I don't like how everybody forgets their own feuds and obsesses about the other brand. I don't get what's in it for them. But I always like how the heels and the faces have to work together, and that really grinds some of them, the ones who can do well and the ones that can't fail. I've always liked the united we fall, divided we stand thing it has. So I kind of hope they bring it back. But Survivor Series might be on the chopping board. I know he's getting rid of a few of the pay-per-views, isn't he?
Yeah, I've heard a few of them have gone, yeah.
Like we're having a Hell in a Cell match, apparently at Mania. So they say, or is it going to be the Royal Rumble between Finn Balor and Edge is what people are saying. So Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view seems to be gone forever. Gone back to a stipulation, which is exactly how it should be.
So Drew's being taken out. The Viking Raiders now hanging Drew on the top turnbuckle.
Sarah Logan's been killing deer, apparently.
Hang on, right. Sheamus with that white noise.
Oh,
lovely not clothesline, lovely superplex from the top rope by Drew. That was brilliantly done as we go to break. Sam, how are you finding this match so far?
It's been pretty good. It's gone on longer than I thought it would. I actually thought they'd squash the Raiders a little bit.
Me too. Actually, the Raiders look a lot better, don't they?
So I'm a lot better. I'm pleased about that because I sometimes think with a SmackDown or an episode like this, if we can get like one really good match, that it's been worth it in many ways, and some good storyline progressing.
Yeah. I want the Viking Raiders to beat the Usos, says Michael. In an ideal world, yes, the Viking Raiders are an amazing tag team. They were great on the Indies, and they have been really good, even with some of the more comedic stuff they were doing with the Street Profits over on Raw. They have been really good. The issue is that, that unfortunately their booking has always suffered. I mean, with this re-emergence, you would expect them to, you would have expected them to sort of really, really thrive, but unfortunately they haven't. And unfortunately, I think they will. Their bad booking continues, and will continue. But I mean, they have shown tonight, and WWE has shown a lot of faith in them, giving them this amount of time. So maybe I'm contradicting myself a little bit. I don't know. Have you got any sort of high hopes for the Viking Raiders, certainly in the future, Sam?
I think, but in the future, not right now, because there's only one team I want to see beat the Usos, and that's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I'd also like to see Judgment Day get a good showing against them and almost go into that match as the baby faces in a way.
Well,
I think,
I
think Priest and Balor need to get screwed out of that somehow. They need to be protected because they're the other big heel team. So they can't be buried by the Bloodline. The Bloodline have got to cheat, got to use Sami or something to cheat. That's what I think anyway. Balor and Priest need to be protected.
Yeah, I heard they were going to maybe look at splitting the titles. Do you think the Judgment Day would take the Raw titles if they split them?
I'd be for it, but I don't know if I'm for it until Mania. It might be interesting to see if that could happen post-Mania, maybe on Raw or something like that. Someone comes out and challenges KO and Sami Zayn, and then Adam Pearce comes out and goes, no, only for one set of tag teams. Maybe the Usos get a rematch on WrestleMania Monday and get the SmackDown titles back or something like that. Then if Roman's without his title, but the Usos have still got theirs, that could create some drama. That could create, we've got our belts, you haven't got yours anymore. You're not quite the tribal chief anymore, are you? Do you know what I mean? It would flip the dynamic a little bit and make Roman jealous. So, so I kind of like that. But there's a lot of story to play out between now and then, and we are back as well.
Yeah, we are back now. Drew is being taken out really by Ivar, who is again the much bigger member of the Viking Raiders. But of course now Drew getting his offense in, going for the DDT, future shot DDT, got it, and then they kip up. Of course, this usually means Drew's heading for that Claymore, and we're getting that countdown that we made famous.
There's Max the Impaler. Sorry, Sarah Logan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice kick from.
Lovely. Yeah, lovely counter. Yeah.
Because they were Hanson and Rowe, weren't they? Before they were.
Hanson and Rowe, the War Raiders on the Indies.
Well, I think they were the War Raiders in NXT. They were War Machine in New Japan.
War Machine. There you go.
But they were it was the name was and the gimmick in a way was too close to Heavy Machinery, so they changed it to War Raiders and then made half of Heavy Machinery redundant anyway. So
let go of Heavy Machinery, yeah.
And they were the Viking Experience for about a week.
Oh yeah, they were the Viking. That's it, the Viking Experience. That was it. Yeah.
Ridiculous name. What were they smoking? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
They're making a sequel to that film, Gladiator. I don't know how they're going to do it, but apparently they are. Ridley Scott's coming back as well and everything. So,
oh really? Well,
yeah. So I hear.
So we had a distraction there from Sarah Logan. I mean Valhalla. Nice suplex by Eric there. Once again, the Viking Raiders, Sam, getting more offense in than neither of us thought they would.
Yeah, I'm glad because it's again, you and I thought they were going to go into this and get destroyed by the two big stars. Sheamus and Drew.
We just got a close fall there after that huge splash.
And let's be honest, when we came out of Clash at the Castle, it was Drew and Sheamus were the two men we were talking about.
Of course,
They were like, wow, just both guys. It's like, no, I'm not taking anything away from Gunther or Roman Reigns either. They both did phenomenal. But they were the men of the show, Drew and Sheamus, without a doubt. Although seeing Austin Theory get smacked by Tyson Fury was also a highlight.
That was good. Yeah. Now Sheamus being ganged up on by the Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders in control of Sheamus.
Sassy's so right.
Hang on a second.
It's true.
Oh, Sassy. That was amazing. Viking Raiders went for a springboard and Sheamus countered. Drew got a Claymore on Eric. I believe there's only a bro kick to come on Ivar.
Go on, Sheamus. Smash.
And there is the bro kick. Yeah, there we go. Bro kick. 1, 2, 3. I believe they are also wearing armbands for.
Are they? Oh, good.
Yeah, they are. They are for Jay.
Because everybody was on AEW, weren't they, as well, which is nice.
Yeah, from what I can see, they are wearing armbands. Of course, they will have crossed paths on the Indies numerous times.
Yeah, especially Drew, who's been in and out of Impact and ICW and places like that, on and off, in between his runs in WWE. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, of course, War Machine would be, wouldn't they? Because they went to war with the Briscoes so many times.
The War Machine, of course. Yeah. So for plugging purposes, guys, if you're not familiar with the channel, there are interviews with both Sheamus and Drew on this channel in our WWE interview section. So please go and check those out if you have not already. We of course do not just do live streams, or have not just done live streams in the history of this channel. We do interviews with multiple stars from multiple organizations, and we'll be moving those over to a new channel as of the end, and a new site at the end of the month. We're going to be launching WrestleSphere, so please do subscribe to that channel. Fortunately, I've been sharing a couple of things to Reddit, and we seem to have picked up a few more subscribers off that.
Oh, good man.
So if you guys can subscribe, it's nice to have that support from people in Reddit. But you are our community, and we will not ignore. We're not moving on from Gimme a Hull, yeah. Both myself and Sam will still be involved in this channel, still be doing live streams. It's just the interviews that we're going to be moving over. So we're going to be concentrating the interviews in WWE, Impact, AEW, NWA that you've seen or used to seeing on this channel. They will now appear over on WrestleSphere. So
as well as some new ones, of course.
As well as brand new ones, of course. So Sami and Roman are now backstage.
Just speaking of WrestleSphere, I'm just speaking of WrestleSphere. We've obviously got. I'll have a face-to-face interview with Josh Alexander, the current Impact champion, going up in early February. So we'll have launched by then. I'll be meeting up with Josh in Manchester. We're going to have a drink. That'll be nice. We're going to have a chat. And I'm looking forward to putting that together and seeing what he says, because he's one of my favorite wrestlers in the world at the moment. So I can't wait for that. Sorry,
absolutely. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we could do that. It's such a dream come true. To be able to not only do that stuff, and I've done some of that stuff myself with WWE, with Impact, but to provide opportunities for other people who are, of course, super talented, like yourself, Sam. You are obviously super talented, and we're very lucky to have you on here and on the WrestleSphere, Soundsphere, all the spheres that we're doing. There
may be more spheres. Who knows in the future?
There may be more spheres. There may be more spheres, but I appreciate you being on them all. And so now we're just going back to SmackDown. Roman Reigns is getting annoyed. Roman Reigns is getting annoyed at Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns telling Sami to get out. Roman Reigns telling Sami to get out.
Oh, God. I find Roman Reigns terrifying, like in this. Not so much in the ring, just the tension, the way he ramps it up like a Tarantino movie. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when it's just, it could go off at any minute? I've never seen.
Yeah.
It's the threat underneath it all is just, we're having some brain moments. Keep your pants on.
LA Knight's coming out. LA Knight's in action tonight. LA Knight is having a match, guys, tonight, so that'll be interesting. Raw is 30, which is coming up on Monday, which I'll be covering. Raw Triple X, as they're branding it.
I love it. It's so Attitude Era, isn't it? That Triple X.
It is,
it's so Attitude Era.
It is. They've got the old style visuals as well. It's cool.
Oh, right. So it's going to be Dom challenging.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Dom. So that'll be interesting. Yeah.
See, I was hoping. Yeah, obviously, maybe. I'm a Finn Balor stan, so I was kind of hoping it was Balor, but oh well.
Man, the Bloodline is going to be on Raw. It's going to be the Bloodline acknowledgement ceremony on Raw. That'll be interesting. So I will be here live with Dan on that Monday. But going back to what we were saying, just briefly, guys, one more plug. If you can go and join us on WrestleSphere, I'll put that in that channel in the comments. Sam will be doing some content for that. I will be doing some content for that, and we'll just be moving our wrestling interviews over, brand new wrestling interviews, but we will still be streaming on here.
Yes.
I can't wait for the 2K trailer next week. I love playing 2K. Anthony likes it less. Other people I know hate playing 2K, but I enjoy it. It gives me a chance to relax. I'm looking forward to the new game. I'm looking forward to playing as Bray, of course. Very excited. I'm assuming Bray will be in 2K23.
Yeah, I would have
thought
play
so.
It?
Did you play it?
Yeah, I'm generally the guy who reviews it for Dick Serto. So again, I've got my hands full at the moment over there. But so who knows? Maybe somebody else will pick it up this time. But yeah, generally speaking, the thing is with games, most of the games I play these days are usually dictated to by work, because I might get one game to review and write guides for, and as soon as I'm done with that one, I guarantee there's another one around the corner. That's my life with games. So my backlog gets ever bigger. But at the same time, it swings and roundabouts. I'm playing a lot of new stuff. That's so. But yeah, it means I can't just. The only game I've kind of spent way too long on this year has been the past 12 months has been Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, you love Elden Ring, don't you? Yeah.
Well, I think I love all the Souls games, and Elden Ring is very much a Souls game. And so it's. But I still prefer some of the older ones to it. But as far as an open world game plus Souls goes, Elden Ring is just mwah. And my guy is level 400. Go on, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, I always thought they were super hard. Super hard.
Oh yeah,
games.
but you can once you've done one, you can do another. Do you know what I mean? Once you've got that knack, and I think a really good one to try is the Demon Souls remake on PS5. That's a great one a really good entry level one, because after that you'll get the bug and you'll want to then do the Dark Souls trilogy, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. It's hard to go back to the others after Elden Ring because the sheer amount of freedom you have. So I'd always advise playing the others first. I think anyway. Let's just get WrestleSphere to say hello to us in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack says that 2K will be out at WrestleMania. It will actually be out earlier. It's going to be out in March. I believe it is out in March, and it's sort of been pre-announced that it will be. So that's exciting. We might be able to get a couple of games in before Mania.
Yeah. Let's not forget the AEW game, Fight Forever.
Of course. I'm assuming you'll get your copy of that as well.
I hope so. I've got to tickle the right chins and stuff like that. But I think like everybody knows at work how much of a wrestling fan I am. So who knows? Yeah. But that doesn't it's business needs and stuff like that. But but there's a lot. We've got a lot of wrestling fans at Deserto. There's quite a few of us, which is nice. It means I'm not alone. Like obviously Taylor, who comes in here, who's a maniac. Yeah. He's a colleague of mine. He loves, but I think he works more on the video editing kind of side of things. He's not a journalist in the same sense as like you and I are. But yeah, it's again, if I get one of those games, it might be a bit of a dick move for me to get the other one. So you've got to be so careful not to hoard everything as well and share the wealth among your colleagues.
Yeah. So do you just get sent games? You just get sort of told what games you're doing, or can you pick and choose I
can have a say. I can, like, for example, when I joined the company, I talked about how much I loved the Souls games, and they were like, right, well, Elden Ring's coming out. If you were to get the code for that, would you be able to complete the game before it comes out? If you got it like a couple of weeks early, would you be able to and then write the review and put some guides together? I think that was like the first big test I had, and I did. Yeah. I did beat the game before it came out solo because all the servers weren't working, so that was hard work. And then we had a load of guides ready for launch, really. So as soon as the game launched, I'd already written a load of guides, and my friends had helped, so my colleagues had helped, and But yeah, you have some, like, it's about your niches, the stuff you manage. Like, so when Diablo 4 comes out in June, that'll be, I think I'm not the only Diablo player, but I'm certainly the most prolific. So I'll probably end up doing that and that sort of stuff. But then again, if a new Call of Duty comes out, I won't go anywhere near it because there are dudes there who, guys and girls there who play a lot more COD than I could ever play, because I'm not really into it. Same with Destiny, same with Overwatch. I wouldn't know what to do if I'm not the guy who does the competitive online shooters or the FIFAs. But if a Dark Souls game comes out, I'm the guy they call. So yeah, works like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. So we have LA Knight out now.
Here he is.
He's eating on the microphone. Let me talk to you. I love it.
He's got the bluest eyes. They're dreamy.
Can someone help Bray Wyatt figure out what's going on, says LA Knight. He doesn't know. Bray Wyatt doesn't know. Morning, Graham.
Yeah, morning. Never. The fact that I'm up at 20-2.
Yeah. I love it, Sam. I love it. LA Knight's amazing.
He is awesome. He's awesome in everything he's in. He was ace in NWA. He was ace in Impact. He's just ace. He's so good on the mic, and he's really good in the ring as well. He's full package. Not sure if I'm feeling that weird red waistcoat, but fair enough. Do you know what it is, Jack? It's a case of I think I just got all my competitive COD out during the... What the hell? Who's that dude? Is he a jobber?
He's a jobber. He's a jobber.
I got all my COD multiplayer out and the original Modern Warfare 2. I got bored of it then. So I've played all the others, but I don't know. It just feels like a bit of a grind, an annual grind that I've got time for.
The glitch. It just glitched. Without even... It was like 2 seconds. Another glitch. Another glitch.
If this jobber gets a win, I'm going to love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no, he's dead now.
Nice. There's the finisher. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight. BFT. Blood Force Trauma. The finisher. Oh, the Funhouse! I knew we were getting this. I called this on the Insiders.
Holy!
We're getting the 3 faces of Wyatt. We had Colt
Are they back
Leader
alive? Rambling Rabbit's been killed many a time. So is Abby back?
Abby's back. We had Cult Leader last week. We're getting Firefly Funhouse this week. Who are we getting at the Rumble, Sam?
Mercy's back. Oh, we're getting at the Rumble. There can only be one man. Fiend, Beast. There's Huskus.
They're all back.
Who's been eating shit? And then, and Rambling the Rabbit.
There's the Rabbit. They're back.
What on earth?
Oh, there's Bray with his builder's bum.
Builder's bum. Oh, my Lord. Ant is not going to like this. Oh, Jack's beat me to it. Yowie, wowie.
There we go.
Odinson says, puppets. Michael says he's marking out. You're not the only one. I'm amazed Dom's kept his composure.
Oh, man, I love it. It's the 3 faces of Foley, man.
I love it. Yeah. Well, the difference is he's the set. Like these are all the same dude, aren't they? Where Foley, it was different characters. If that makes any sense. Oh, Abby's swearing again. Abby's got a filthy mouth, and Rambling Rabbit's going to get murdered.
Rambling Rabbit says LA Knight.
Meme.
Yeah, LA Knight is cool with Rambling Rabbit.
It's interesting as well because some of these characters are facets of his personality as well. Mercy the Buzzard being the cult leader, Rambling Rabbit being his promos, Huskus the Pig being Husky Harris, of course.
Let me let you play her.
He's going to murder Rambling Rabbit again, isn't he?
Bray's saying it's normal that Rabbit is afraid of the dark.
I've seen Rambling Rabbit killed on screen more times than Batman's parents.
Yeah. There was a wink.
Oh, that's Howdy.
Oh, wait. Howdy's here. Howdy's on the screen.
Oh, that was creepy.
Yeah. I told you so from Howdy.
And you thought this was going to be a filler. You thought this was going to be a filler. See,
yeah.
I'm into it. I've always enjoyed this. I've always enjoyed how creepy it is. I've always liked it.
All you needed was a little push. There you go. All you needed was a little push. That's Howdy.
He's not happy.
He's got the Fiend back. He's bought the Fiend back. Whatever comes to it is your problem. You're the one that opens the door. You're the one that opened the door. So Bray Wyatt teasing the return of the Fiend there at the Rumble.
See, now that's how they should use the Fiend.
Yeah.
Stupidly, sparingly. The Fiend should come back in an intense blood feud, and it should always just be never for that long as well.
Yeah.
It comes, makes his appearance, goes. And like, he shouldn't even care about winning the Rumble. He should just be there to make a statement and go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, that was really good, though. I enjoyed the Funhouse. The return of the Funhouse. It was, yeah. Creepy but funny. Says Sussy. Odin's son is here. This is great. Yeah, absolutely. Dom is surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised you got the clothes on. It's because I'm so tired. I was super buzzed. In my head. I was super buzzed. I'm like, that was a brilliant segment. Great to see the Funhouse back. But again, I think they're returning to the Fiend. They're obviously bringing the Fiend back at the Rumble. They're doing a 3 faces of Bray type gimmick. We had obviously Cult Leader Bray last week, Funhouse Bray this week, which means next week, because we have one more week till the Rumble, one more Friday, we'll probably get some tease of the Fiend.
Exciting.
Yeah, man. Someone check on Jody. Absolutely, yeah. Jody said she would be joining us in the chat, but I think she might actually be in shock right now. So hopefully Jody's okay. If anybody checks on Jody. That was beyond awesome. Well, there you go. I'm really glad. Yeah, we obviously got the Howdy tease saying that all it took was a little push, which means, of course, that Howdy's getting his wish with the Fiend is returning.
See, I was worried, that when Bray came back and we saw that view of the Firefly Funhouse of everybody dead and covered in dust and cobwebs, that was signifying the end of that gimmick forever. So I'm kind of like, part of me is disappointed they haven't stuck to that because it was good storytelling. But the other part of me was just happy to see it again. So, what are you going to do? I'm just going to go get a cup of tea, Dom, and get my chocolate that I talked about earlier.
No
I've been
worries,
hungry
mate.
since we talked about Sassy's dinner. So, right, off we go.
Yeah.
Sharp belong.
No worries, mate. Cody's my bet to win the men's Royal Rumble. Who you got for women's? I agree with you for Cody. Jack, I 100% can see that. Women's, Rhea's a great shout. Rhea Ripley for the women's would be good. Impact is in from Israel. Nice to see you, Impact. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate your time. Lovely to have you. Everyone, welcome Impacts to the chat. Rhea Ripley is the obvious choice. Yeah, I'd like to think of it. This is more of an outside pick. Let's try and think of an outside pick. Misfit Gamer. Because Rhea's an obvious one. Who else would I want it to win it? Like Doudrop, but obviously that's not very likely, is it? Give me some outside picks. Guys. What are your outside picks? Thank you everyone for welcoming Impacts into the stream. Appreciate it. Hey, brother, from another month. Smiley, good to see you, mate. Thank you for joining us. I am very, very tired, but very, very happy for you all to be here. So, all right. So we've got Top Dollar not in the Rumble, but Hit Row are coming out here. Top Dollar's dropped a diss track apparently on Twitter. I haven't seen that yet on against Braun Strowman and Ricochet as well. Celebrate my birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, Smiley. Happy birthday to you, mate. Thank you for being here. Oh, outside. Oh, that's a lovely outside pick, Misfit Gamer. Thank you for that. outside pick. I'd love Asuka as a reinvigorated Kana. That is brilliant. Brilliant shout, yeah. I saw that Kana was teasing that on Twitter, or Asuka was teasing the return to Kana, so that'd be amazing. Rock said he's not a mania and can't be in shape by then. I beg to differ. Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously that means it's a swerve, because AJ Styles said that about the Rumble and then showed up at the Rumble. Loads of people have done that. I'm not going to be at Mania. I'm busy. And then they're there. Same for the Rumble as well. Stacey Carr, who's that? Selfishly, Io Shirai, because I love Io. Yeah, that'd be good, Io Shirai. That'd be a lovely pick. Impact saying happy birthday to Smiley. Impact's already endearing themselves to the Hulkamania community. Wonderful to see you, Impacts. Wonderful to welcome you into the chat. Thank you so much for coming. Happy birthday, Sassy. Happy birthday for Michael to Smiley. Sorry guys, it is 1:49 a.m. I am a little sleepy. Top Dollar and Top Dollar sort of having a go at Michael Cole. Top Dollar shouting at Michael Cole. Top Dollar is not playing, says Barrett. Top Dollar is seems to be reinvigorated as a heel, guys. I much prefer Top Dollar I much prefer there's the pants of Umberto. The Umberto now in there. Are Los Lotharios the faces here? Looks like it. Of course, Shanti and Top Dollar, the heels now, the bad guys of this feud, looks like. Top Dollar went for a clothesline. Lovely drop kick. Los Lotharios knocked out of the ring. Los Lotharios, nice. Diving out the Lotharios onto Hit Row. Los Lotharios in control now. B-Fab getting involved. A roll-up by Ashanti. 1, 2, 3. Nice roll-up by Ashanti. The Firefly Funhouse is back. You are okay. Good. We thought you might have had like an attack. We're glad you're okay. I called it, Jody. Sorry, Hassan. We've missed the votes for the last few.
Have we?
Yeah, I didn't do any votes for Liv. We didn't do a vote for that one, and we didn't do a vote for LA Knight. Crazy Liv Morgan would be a nice surprise winner. Yeah, absolutely. That would be. I'd be up for that. It's because we miss you, Hassan. You haven't been here to tell me.
Yeah, to remind us. Yeah.
The only one I do explain to people, The Rock being in shape and being in shape for a match are two different things. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Absolutely. The Rock can be as jacked as he wants, but doesn't mean he's jacked for a match. True.
Yeah, man, there's a difference between fitness and in-ring fitness. I'll tell you what, I like to consider myself a fit guy. Put me in a match, a boxing match or something like that, I'll be out of breath within minutes.
Yeah. My pick for women's, Rhea or Shayna. Men's, Cody or The Rock. Michael, those are good picks, and I share those with you guys. You might as well put your picks in. I'm alive, no voice left, but I'm alive. Yeah, that was awesome. Really well done. Yeah, Michael, we were just thinking of Jody. Absolutely. Sassy welcoming Jody in as well. Thank you very much. Jody is a Hulkamaniac. Jody's, of course, the host of Abby's Window over on the Insiders as well. Got a lot of history with Bray Wyatt and the character. And what's the thing that does your watch? What happens with your watch, Sam? Because that just happened with my computer.
Oh, when Siri interrupts me. It
Siri, there you go.
Phone call, doesn't it? If you don't know this, folks, but Dom, every time I'm on the phone to Dom or anybody else, my Siri goes off and interrupts me and just shouts Yeah, and it's so annoying. But now, like, Dom's used to it. You're like, oh, you're watching again. It's like, yeah. It's that. It's been going on that long.
Yeah. But yeah, so that happens sometimes when I'm doing the podcast. Siri will just pick up on my computer. So we're getting the Cody Rhodes return stuff now. I mean, he's got to win the Rumble, hasn't he, Sam?
The thing is, yes, we've all fantasy booked Cody's return at the Rumble. We know he's in it, him winning it, going on to Mania and toppling Roman Reigns. We've all fantasy booked that. But is it a little too easy? Are they going to swerve us and be like, dude, what did you expect? You know, we're booking this, not you. So I'm reserving, like, yes, it makes massive sense to do that. Oh, there's Pharaoh. But I don't know. I'm reserving judgment because we all think this is a foregone conclusion, and it may not be. Like, who knows? They might stick them belts on Roman Reigns for another year or until SummerSlam. Do you remember what they did with Roman Reigns? Everyone thought he was beating Brock, and he didn't. And they did it. They did do it, but they did it at SummerSlam instead. And they only did that because we all thought we had it sussed. So, yeah, I can see that happening again.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you there. I've been up since 7 minutes. If I duck out, dude, absolutely go for it, man. Just go to bed. You're not obligated to be here, man. You can go whenever you want. Don't worry, man.
We'll invade your room in California, Jack. That's what we'll do. We'll all invade your room at like 3 a.m. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that is a plan. Once again, Cody Rhodes returns at the Rumble. That is announced.
Yeah, baby.
A Flair for the dramatic. Nice segue, Michael Cole. Of course, Charlotte Flair up next. Flair for the dramatic, Sam. Again, a couple of weeks to reflect on Charlotte Flair's return and the win and all that stuff. How are you feeling about that now? I've
always she gets a lot of hate, Charlotte Flair. It's probably because she's been around so long and done everything there is to do. But I'm never not captivated by her. You know what I mean? So whether she's a babyface or a heel, I'm always into it. I think she's great.
Yeah.
You know, she's always good in the ring. She's always good in the story. She throws herself into everything. Yeah, I don't know what there isn't to like. I've always been a huge fan. And what's Jack saying? I'm getting you a wake-up call at 2 a.m. As soon as I know where your room is, young man. No, to be fair, I wouldn't do anything like that. We'll. But if let's imagine Dom's doing what he said he's going to do at the start of this stream, then you might have us bunking with you. You might have me, Dan, and Ant in there with you, and leave him in his big room on his own.
I'm so excited.
It's just me and Bray now, boys.
That's what I'm looking forward to about doing it as a fan, because if I was at press and like a Clash, you're in like a proper press box, and obviously you can be a fan, right? You can be a fan of the press, but you can still cheer, but you can't jizz everywhere, you know.
I'm fairly sure you'd get removed from every arena if you did that, and
I probably would. But I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go nuts, and I'm gonna be embarrassing. You guys are I'm gonna be like, oh my god, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm not with him. So I'm super excited.
I've been staring at the itinerary all week since we actually pulled the trigger on it. I've been staring at the itinerary. And like Dom, Ant, and Dan kind of booked it first, you see, guys, and I was on the fence, and then I only joined a couple of days later, and I'm so glad I did, of course. But wow, ever since that, I've just been like, oh my god, we can do this. Oh my god, we can do that. And someone asked us earlier, are we doing NXT Takeover? Sorry if I didn't answer that, or we didn't answer, but we were thinking about that today. We were even speaking to Jack about it. But because the coach is leaving from the hotel quite early, it might be cutting it a bit fine. So probably not. I think it might make sense for us just to, because we're also going to miss Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, because we're at SmackDown while that happens. So we have to do all the big stuff, we have to sacrifice some of the other stuff. It's not going to be like when I'm watching at home and I watch from Thursday night to Monday night, watch about 10 separate wrestling shows.
Yeah.
In a row. I'll just quickly rattle off a few. Let me know if you watched them too. So WrestleCon Super Show, WWN Mercury Rising, Joey Janela's Spring Break, Effie's Big Gay Brunch, GCW Bloodsport, what else? Whatever Impact do, whatever New Japan do, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver. Then you've got the 2 Mania shows, and then you've got all your weekly wrestling on top of that. So I have a busy week. This is why I book a week off work at Mania.
Yeah, man.
Got to be 2 weeks this time.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to be so tired.
So Braun Strowman is now announced in the Rumble. Drew McIntyre's in there. Sheamus in there. Baron Corbin. Ricochet. Omos is in there.
2 champs are in there. That's good.
Cody front and center, of course.
So I've got to ask, INPAX, where are you? Because BT
in Israel.
UK. Oh, you're in Israel, are you?
Israel,
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So Impact's in Israel. So we're just gonna. I'm just calling you Impacts because it's easier.
Yeah.
We can't show you because obviously we'd be banned from YouTube. But if you Google "watch wrestling," I'm sure something will come up. Just give that a Google, and I'm sure something will come up for you. I know Sassy's told you as well, but that's what we know. Unfortunately, we can't give you any more information than that. Otherwise, we will be told off by YouTube. So, but I do hope you. I do hope that you find a way to watch the show, and I'm happy you've been here with us as well.
Sassy showing some sassiness.
Indeed. Oh.
That's more sass than a sarsaparilla, a Sasquatch drinking sarsaparilla. That's sassy.
Indeed. An amount of sass. That's a good amount of sass. So, Charlotte Flair coming out to the ring. I need to get the banner right. I'm really sorry, guys. I've been really slow on that.
I could have helped you, and I haven't. So
I'm unusually tired, actually.
You haven't stopped this week, though, have you?
That's true. Yeah.
Like your schedule is usually pretty busy, but this week you've been on crack. Like you did that stream the other night. I popped in and embarrassed myself with a few naughty references.
It was great. I loved it. Thank you, dude.
Yeah. But go and watch that, by the way, folks. So Soundsphere, not WrestleSphere, Soundsphere. The parent Dom did a stream with a few other guys last night all about the Crow remake. So if you're into the movie The Crow, obviously the Brandon Lee movie, then go and watch that, and you'll have some fun.
Thanks for the plug, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll post it. I'll post it for you in the comments, guys, for those who are interested.
Here she is, the Queen. Boom, there it is.
Sassy helps you a lot, but I'm stuck on that. Really, I'm really sorry, man. There's usually multiple different events, but yeah, unfortunately, we can't go into huge detail on that.
No.
So Charlotte is being a face here.
I think is it time for her to be a face? Because I think she's been a heel for the longest time, hasn't she?
I feel like that's what they're doing, man. I do feel like they are being Charlotte Flair is being a face.
But I think like if she's going to be a face, now what makes a good face is a compelling antagonist, a compelling heel.
Yeah, but someone else than Sonya. I'm not sure Sonya Deville hits that for me.
No, I don't know. I feel like they've wasted so many opportunities with Sonya Deville because they could have done that LGBT storyline that time with Mandy Rose, and they botched that, or they didn't pull the trigger on that after they teased it. And they didn't lean into her MMA gimmick either. So I feel like she's doing the Cruella Deville gimmick presently, isn't she? I suppose, but and it works. It works. She's very good. I love her in the ring, Sonya Deville, and I love her on the mic. I think she's great. I want to see more.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. My stream is just frozen, so if you could call the Sonya Deville promo, Sam, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So she's she's getting in the row. Wow, blimey. She just proper kicked off at a fan. That was good.
Nice.
So Charlotte's not even reacting as she's being goaded. The
Yeah,
crowd are goading Sonia.
yes.
Charlotte's just practically turning her back on her. Oh, she's in the ring now.
I'm getting some "you suck" chants.
See, they're a very polite crowd, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Absolutely.
In the UK, that'd be something else.
Yeah, oh yes, it'd be way worse.
Oh, guys. Speaking of which, remember when they did a few NXT episodes, NXT UK episodes, and they had the crowd chanting, you suck, but it was crowd noise because the crowd are actually chanting F off, F off. So they'd have to redub our crowd because we were that rude. That's classic UK crowds.
Of course, yeah, they've got to come prepared if they're going to be, in a UK crowd, particularly Manchester and London.
Yeah,
are known for some rather spicy chants, so we say. They need Charlotte to have a personality and Naomi back. Wow, that is some sass from Sassy, as we've come to expect.
Sassy's got a point though, because the bog standard babyface Charlotte Flair doesn't work. She needs to be. Here's an example. So Finn Balor went to NXT again, turned heel. They quickly cancelled the heel turn. They kept him as kind of a tweener, made him a babyface again, but kept his edge. They did the same thing, with Becky Lynch with her The Man.
Yeah.
She wasn't meant to get over. She was meant to turn heel, and Charlotte was meant to be the good guy. But the crowd chose Becky.
Yeah,
so
of course.
They turned her face again, but they kept the edge. They kept the persona. They need to do that with Charlotte. You can still say things like, I'm genetically superior, I'm Ric Flair's daughter. Still be that person, still have that sassiness, have that attitude, but you can still do it as a face if you're clever about it.
You're right. Yeah, Becky Lynch is the best example of that, I think.
Yeah, like you don't have to be an shucks babyface to be a babyface. You don't have to be. You can a babyface in traditional wrestling is just the person who wins and the crowd cheer for. You don't have to be nice. You just have to be likable.
Yep.
But maybe become more nice as things go on. There's nothing better in wrestling, I think, because heel turns are 10 a penny. There's nothing better in wrestling than a slow burning babyface turn. Nothing better. No moment ever better than that, I think. Yeah. And when it happens with Sami Zayn, we're all gonna cry and shed tears. It's gonna be amazing.
It is, that emotional connection. You're right. So Sonya Deville, so Charlotte Flair says, let's fight now. And then Sonya Deville says, there's nothing in it for me.
There's a championship, isn't there?
So Sonya Deville wants Charlotte Flair to put the title on the line.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes, Postman Pierce.
Postman Pierce. Oh, she hits her in the face. That's not very nice.
Oh.
Get her, Charlotte.
Cheap shot by Sonya. Nice heel work by Sonya Deville there.
Is this what we're getting for the Rumble?
Looks like it. You suck chance for Sonya Deville.
She's doing a good job.
She is actually, This is the most interested I've ever been in Sonya Deville.
I actually want to see her get beaten up, so she's doing a job.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Oh.
Here's Roman again. 551 House is back. Yeah, they're doing a 3 faces of Wyatt gimmick, I think.
Roman's traded in his Fitbit for a new Apple Watch.
Oh, there you go.
I like it, Roman. Some of us just wear both because we can't pick between them.
Nice.
Are you watching in bed on your iPad, Michael? That's what I do. That's what I did last night to Dom's stream.
Right. So Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns backstage. Ruthless consideration.
I love this story. It's one of the best
brilliant.
in years. They haven't dragged it out or rushed it. It's just been at the right pace every week with something ticking along. It's just been perfect.
That's clever. That's nice. So Roman Reigns is sort of saying, well, it's better to have Sami in the fold than out of the fold, or in the castle pissing out, or instead of out of the castle pissing in. Very cool. Very
So
cool.
Tony Blair famously once said about Gordon Brown as well.
Oh, there you go. Didn't know that.
He knew Gordon Brown would be a nightmare enemy within his party, but a much stronger ally to turn on the opposition.
There you go. Tony Blair, whatever you want to say about him, he was not a silly man. He was very clever. Mankind is the Fiend. Cactus Jack is Funhouse. Bray. I would have said Cactus Jack is the Fiend. Mankind is Funhouse. Bray. And Mick is Bray trying to fight his demons. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love that. I'm going to let you reflect on ZJ's comments and also handle the comments while I go get a cup of tea, because I am flagging, Sam. So you take over. You take over for now, and you know what you're doing, don't you?
Of course, mate. I was going to say, and we all forgot about Dude Love in that equation.
Dude Love, of course, yes.
Because I'd say Dude Love is Firefly Funhouse.
There you go. That's a better shout. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd say that's Dude Love, because Dude Love was there to heal and recover and fix things.
Yeah.
Mankind was him just completely frazzled. Cactus Jack was his dark bad guy persona almost. And Mick Foley is Mrs. Foley's baby boy. So I don't know. I think they're too different to compare them. I think they're just too different. But I think there's definitely inspiration there. Especially with the Fiend, like he's looking at Kane, he's looking at Mankind. It is a modern version of those sort of characters. Just the question has always been: does it work in this newer modern age? I think it can.
I think it can. It absolutely can. Yeah, absolutely can. I mean, I think Bray took the Animal Claw from Mick. I think absolutely. There've probably been many conversations actually about. I imagine about taking that gimmick forward into the modern era. Right, WWE had the Universal title front and center, and the WWE title was a background character in this segment. Anyone notice that?
It's been the way it's been for years. It's been like that for years.
Yeah, well, maybe they will split the titles. So there's a question for the chat and a poll, which I need to do for Hassan because I haven't done one in a while. I'm sorry. There's a question for the chat while I'm gone, and obviously for Sam to take over. If they do split the titles, so there's two strands to this. The tag titles, it looks like they might be splitting those, and the Judgment Day may well be getting a tag team championship run from the tag team side of it. But also, if they do split the main titles, if Cody wins one, does The Rock win the other? Or
and here's the thing.
Does Cody win and The Rock lose and Roman retain? Those are some questions for you guys that I'd like you to answer while I'm gone.
Okie dokie, mate. We'll let you get a brew. I was going to say, folks, let's imagine, because Cody wants the WWE title, because that's he's talked about his dad never getting that and wanting it. So if they were to give Cody that belt, and just that belt, and keep the Universal belt on Roman Reigns, then they actually wouldn't interfere with Roman Reigns' historic title reign, because he's had the Universal title since the Thunderdome era. I think he took it off Bray. So they could do that. They could protect Roman Reigns and keep that massive reign going for longer, but just have him lose the one he got at Mania last year. So then he's only held that one for a year. It's still a pretty good reign. But that might mean a lot to Cody, and that might be a good way of splitting the belts. Or do they keep them together? But I don't know. That it's just one possibility. And I do feel like the WWE title has played second fiddle to the Universal title ever since Brock took it off Goldberg. I think since that reign, that has been the premier belt. Not for me as a fan, but in the minds of WWE, in the mind of Vince McMahon, that has been the belt to hold. That has been the one people like Brock have wanted to go after, and the WWE title has been largely second fiddle. Now, see, because I've always been of the view that they should have only one world title. Maybe keep them unified, keep the universal belt unified. Then everybody who's ever held it is an honorary WWE champion. So people like Finn Balor and Kevin Owens and people like that, and Goldberg all enter that conversation, which is, I think they all deserve. But more importantly, have the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. They all become more important with the just one world title, because when there's two world titles in the company, it's all that, like, it diminishes the other two belts. And the IC and the US title have just been props for the longest time, until at the moment Austin Theory has been a tremendous sniveling little heel with the US title, and it's made it prestigious again. And when a babyface takes it off him, it'll mean something. And here he is. Here comes Gunther. Gunther as the IC champion is just amazing. He's like, on SmackDown, he's the guy. He's the guy to beat. And I love the idea of him versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That would give Brock something good to do. It'd put Gunther in a money match, and it would really elevate that belt. If Brock's going after that belt and fighting Gunther for it, it would really elevate that belt again. And that's what they need to do, I think, anyway. Love to know what you think. Has Lacey's dropped the military gimmick? Yeah, so I saw her come out again, but after her silly comments about disabled people, or people with autism, which is very close to my heart, I'm not really ready to forgive and move on yet, when it comes to Lacey Evans. So I don't think I'll be watching her segments for a while, which is I don't know. That's just me talking as a fan. The wrestling reporter in me, I suppose, will have to watch them and have to report on them when the WrestleSphere time comes. But right now, I'm a little bit disappointed in her as a person. But that's just me personally. No one needs to agree or disagree. So we're getting the Brawling Brutes, Pete Butch Dunne and Ridge Holland versus Giovanni Vinci, and they've changed it. It was Marcel Bartel. They've changed his name, haven't they? Sassy, thank you very much. Yeah, it's I don't understand this. A certain segment of the internet, it has to be like that. I don't know. We should get our views from science, not what I don't know, certain right-wing anchors might say, or whatever it is. I don't know. What's his name at the moment? Is it Ludwig Kaiser? That's his name. I said anchors, by the way, not the other word. I was. So he's no Pete Dunne or Butch is no longer a budget Peaky Blinder. Hassan, yeah, let's do a vote. You're right. I'll do it this time. While Dom gets a cup of tea. Let's do that for you. We've neglected it a bit because I've just left Dom to do it tonight, which probably isn't fair. So on now. This is Imperium. And bear with me, guys. I'm going to have to jump into the back end of YouTube to do the vote. Here we go. I've got to pause myself so I don't hear myself talking on the stream. I've done that before. I made a mistake of doing that. Even after like a minute before Dom told me not to and warned me about it. Okay. So let's have a poll. So who wins? Brawling Brutes or Imperium? There you go, Hassan. That should be live for you, mate. I'll keep that there in case I need to do it again. Normar, hello, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, the Cruiserweight title. Well, they've kind of it's been unified with the NXT North American title, hasn't it? The Cruiserweight title. I don't think we'll see that for a while because we're in an age where we need to make stars, and the problem with the Cruiserweight title is it keeps people stuck in that division, and then they can't get out and win the other belts and stuff like that. I loved 205 Live, and I was very disappointed when they got rid of it. But I do, from a booking point of view and a writing point of view, I understand why they did. And at the end of the day, people just weren't watching it. And this is a good point by Sassy. Prefer the European title. Well, that's coming. That's coming back. But I think it's going to be on NXT because we know NXT UK has been shelved because they're bringing it back as NXT Europe, which is going to be. I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. But I think NXT Europe, that'll be where the European title lives. And that can exist alongside the North American title, and they can both be under the World NXT Championship. So that's cool. But yeah, we're definitely going to see a European title, but I think NXT is the place for it. And we already know they're doing that. They've already said that's the plan. So I don't know if it would make sense to have one of them on the main roster as well. But saying that, they've got 2 American titles, haven't they? They've got the North American title and then the United States title. I know there's a difference between the United States and North America. I know North America is technically Canada as well, and other things. But yeah, so maybe they could do that. But I think the IC title needs to be the one that they push, as well as the United States title. I want to see those 2 titles mean something. And maybe the way to do that is to keep the Universal and the WWE title together. But then again, I'm countering every point with a counter. The Cody Rhodes idea at Mania could work well. Because even if The Rock was to come back and wrestle Roman Reigns, it's not going to be for a title, is it? He's only coming back for one night. Maybe a few promos on a TV show, but The Rock isn't going to have another run. You're way too busy. I'd be up for it if he did. It'd be cool. There we go. Impacts is got it working. I'd say Impacts, is there not a legit way you can watch it where you are? I was saying in the UK we watch it on BT Sport. Used to be Sky. I know you get in America, you guys can just watch it on Fox, can't you? We've got Fox, just for some reason that they haven't got the distribution rights for NXT in WWE in the UK because WWE's got a deal with BT. So there we are. AEW's got a deal with ITV. Butch Pete Dunne is trying to submit. I want to keep Ludwig Kaiser. Dom's gone for his cup of tea. I bet he brings back some donuts or something as well. So we've got someone watching on Facebook and some people watching on Twitch as well. Most people watching on YouTube. Marcel Bartel. Oh my, wow. Did you see that? He climbed onto the turnbuckle, jumped onto the rope and used it to bounce off backwards. That was incredible. Let's see that again. Nice. That was nuts. So he's a big guy as well. You don't normally see him doing moves like that. This has been all Pete Dunne, hasn't it, this match? Oh, I did get him. I thought he had him then. I thought Butch had Giovanni. Yeah, so me and the guys are very giddy and excited for Mania this week. So, yeah, I think we've got it. We're down to go and watch the SmackDown Go Home show, both nights of Mania, and SmackDown as well. Like, who knows? We might see if we've got time for other things, like maybe Maybe a GCW show or something. We'll see how we go. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Oh, on the Friday, we're going to Access. Going to have some fun there. Go to the Hall of Fame ceremony too, so that'd be cool. We wanted to go and see NXT on the Saturday, but the coach for Mania leaves very, very soon after NXT finishes, so we don't know if we've got time to get back to the hotel to go on the coach. So it's probably easier just to skip NXT. And we have to skip the Ring of Honor show, Supercard of Honor. We would have liked to have gone to that, but it's happening at the same time as SmackDown, so not going. There's also the WrestleCon Super Show on the Thursday night, but I don't know we'll have time for that one because of when we are playing gets in. But we'll see. We don't want to burn ourselves out either. That's a good question. That's Sassy. And no, they're not. It's just the boys. So from the Hull crew, it's just the four hosts and Jack. All of our significant others will be staying behind. Maybe next time. Who knows? Someone's going to watch the dogs. To be fair, like Jess has said to me, as much as she'd like to go and she thinks it'd be fun, she knows that it's just going to be wrestling non-stop, and she'd get fatigued with that. So I get why she's happy for us to go and do it our way, because she wouldn't want to do. She'd want to go shopping around LA. She'd want to stop for coffee every 20 minutes, and and do things like that. Where we will be on the go. It'll be all about the wrestling. So if I was to ever do Mania with her, it would be at a very different pace. It'd be a very different kind of show, and we wouldn't be able to go to everything. Like Clash at the Castle, I went to Clash at the Castle with my wife, with Jess, and we turned it into a weekend for us both. So we went to what's it called, Barry Island. We had a night in Ludlow. We rented a really, really nice cottage. We had a big shopping trip. Went out to nice restaurants. We did the whole husband and wife thing, and then we saw the wrestling show at the end of the day. So I made sure it wasn't just dominated by what I wanted. I made sure that she had a good time as well. Or she had a great time at Clash at the Castle. She'd had a few cocktails before we went in, so she was a bit crazy. Things aren't looking good for Sami Zayn, are they? Another ad break. Yeah, but so we are excited. It's going to be a long flight. Normally, when I go to the States, I go to Florida. So I don't usually cross over the continental United States, but this time we are. So the flight's going to be a lot longer than it normally is. But oh well. I'll have my iPad, so I'll be okay. Or my Nintendo Switch. Go through my backlog. And who knows, we might, in the hotel rooms, we might watch something like one of the NXT show or the Ring of Honor show there. So that'd be cool. Because we are only about a 5-minute walk from the crypto center when we're there. And we're about a 15-minute drive from the SoFi Stadium, but we've got a coach taking us there, so that'd be nice. That'll be a nice way of getting there quickly. And Misfit saying, Bloodline's going to turn on Sami in front of the entire Anoa'i family, and Kevin Owens will make the save. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think something like that will happen. Although there's another prediction that Sami will turn on them rather than them turning on him. I'm not sure which one I think will happen. Part of me likes the idea of them turning on him. And do you remember when they took the T-shirt off him? And we thought they were turning on him then, and then they turned out they were giving him the honorary use T-shirt. And how that segment was one of the best segments of WWE TV I've seen in ages. it was captivating. So I don't know where I saw it, but it did. I saw someone explained it to me. Somebody fantasy booked it out. I think it was on one of these streams. It could have been one of the guests, and they made a very compelling case for it. So it was about. Oh, my watch is doing that thing it does. It was almost about Sami not being able to stand something they were doing, and then losing his temper with them. And attacking them, and I'm probably getting beaten up for it. But yeah, I'm on the other side. I kind of like the idea of them turning on Sami like they did with the t-shirt thing, but this time without giving him the t-shirt. This time they really are expelling him and humiliating him. And I like the idea of Kevin Owens making the save, and we have a moment where they maybe hug in the middle of the ring, and then we're on. But remember, they also don't want it to be predictable. So whatever they're doing, it's got to be something. It's got to be something that surprises us. Yeah, I agree with you. But there are other ways it can be done. I just don't remember the whole way. But it was good. It worked. I must admit, you look a little like the broadcaster Jerry O'Neill Lawler. I'm gonna have to Google whoever that is. Jerry O'Neill Lawler. Let's have a little look at that person. Jerry O'Neill. Oh, Jerry Lawler, the King. Duh. So I'm tired. You think I look like the King? No. I've only just twigged Misfit. I know I'm tired. Jerry Lawler. I actually Googled him. Apparently, I look like Jerry Lawler. Dom, you're muted, mate.
Oh, dude. So tired. You look like Jerry Lawler. Who said that? A Misfit Gamer.
Yeah, Impact.
I mean, that's not a bad
not an
thing.
Insult. No, in his day, he was a devilishly handsome devil. But do you know what? I have to admit, I embarrassingly had to Google who's Jerry O'Neill Lawler, and obviously I had it in the back of my mind, Lawler, like the King. But the O'Neill threw me, and then I Googled it, and boom, bloody Lawler's face pops up at me, and I'm like, oh.
There you go. I mean, that certainly is not a insult. So
no, I suppose not. No.
So Imperium went through over Brawling Brutes. We're getting a Monday night recap. And this is can we just get props for Eiffel 65? Because this is a sample of Eiffel 65 right now.
Eiffel 65.
I'm good and I'm feeling all right. This is a sample of Eiffel 65. I'm blue, dabba dee, dabba die.
Ah, yeah.
And it's showing my age.
Yeah, me too. I was in my first year of high school when that came out. You would have been in your second year then, I think.
Uh-huh.
So Sassy thinks I look like Eddie Edwards. I'll take that. I'll take Eddie Edwards. He's a handsome devil. Although Eddie Edwards is from Irish ancestry, where I'm from Scottish and Greek. So there you go.
The 1-2-3 kid getting the win against Razor there. That was lovely.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Who was it?
Go on.
Dom, sorry. Who was it who fantasy booked Sami turning on the Usos and Roman rather than them turning on him the other day? Who was it? Was it one of our guests? And they made a compelling case for it.
Mark Henry and Mae Young. Sorry, I'm looking at the highlights of Raw. I'm a bit overwhelmed, but they did Mark Henry and Mae Young. Miz is the champion.
I don't want to ever think about Mark Henry and Mae Young ever again.
Mankind winning the championship. Big E cashing in the championship. Yeah.
Kofi Kingston doing that move.
That Shelton Benjamin Shawn Michaels match. Yes.
Big Show and Braun Strowman breaking the ring. I remember watching that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Firefly Funhouse, The Rock being awesome.
I was teasing The Rock return, maybe. Triple H.
Cody's return. That was amazing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Cody getting injured and going away again has made us miss him. And it's like he's going to be such a star when he's back.
Yeah.
Just because of that. Ultimate Warrior, I'm not a fan, never have been.
No. Brett and Sean hugging it out. The Shield. Judgment Day turning on edge.
Sassy. I think you're the other guy here, Dom, in this equation. So if I'm Eddie Edwards, you're the other guy, and you're Seth Rollins.
I mean, that's cool with me.
Burn it down. Yeah.
Jericho, Rory's Jericho.
I want them to bring back in the UK when we do Money in the Bank. Brock Party. Bring back Brock Party. That was awesome.
Batista quitting Daniel Bryan.
That was Goldberg as well, then, wasn't it?
The best thing about this is Eiffel 65 being sampled, I think, but it's still great.
It is a tune. Oh yeah, they are gonna capitalize the ever-loving you-know-what out of this and nostalgia out of this next week. My God.
Course, yeah.
If WWE is good at anything, it's capitalizing on nostalgia. Flipping heck.
100%, yeah. So Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley. Steel cage match. Becky Lynch versus Bayley. Nice. The Usos versus Judgment Day.
WWE legends. They better not bury them this time. All they ever do is bury the legends, don't they? Either put them over too much or they bury them.
Yeah. Godfather's going to be there. Ted DiBiase. Bray Wyatt's dad, IRS. Kurt Angle. Karrion Kross is backstage.
Impacts, it is 2:30 a.m. or 2:34 a.m. here in the UK.
Yeah. So Karrion Kross and Rey Mysterio is happening now.
Yeah, I feel like this is a bit of a filler feud to give them both something to do. I've said that last week or the week before, I know, but I feel like he needs to be in the title picture, and Ray needs to be. I think Ray needs to go on the attack against the Judgment Day rather than being a victim. I want to see him go on the attack. I think that'd be awesome. Let's see an edgy Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Misfit, I don't think you want to see what's on their Triple X tape. If Vince McMahon's got anything to do with it, or anyone else in WWE, it's a good job Lauren Artis isn't there as well.
Indeed. Well, not right now.
Not right now.
So we're going to see my favorite tag team in action: Marseille and Mansoir. Maximum Male Models versus Legado del Fantasma. There's Selena Vega. So I think Maximum Male Models are going to get squashed here, I think.
Yeah. My favourite Maximum Male Models moment from recent history, I've said it before, is where they came out and then Braun Strowman's music hits and Marseille's face is just brilliant.
Yeah.
Before he gets steamrolled.
Yeah.
I liked him when he was on commentary and Brock Lesnar just killed him, because he just didn't move in time.
It's great as Sami winning the Rumble would be the story of Kerry Owen. Excuse me, guys. The story of Kevin Owens being the one to save Sami from the bloodline after Owens told Sami for months it would happen, and then challenging the Usos at Mania has been obvious. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Just I remember someone saying to us, Dom, I think somebody fantasy booked how Sami could turn on them. I can't remember where it was. Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. I dreamed some crazy things. I dreamt that I was going to WrestleMania the other day, Dom.
Well, there you go. And sometimes dreams come true.
Yeah, they certainly do.
There you go. There's been some segments on YouTube. Maximum Male Models looking for, I think Marseille got lost, but I'm assuming, I'm assuming they found him.
Oh, see, now I thought what you meant was, has he joined? I was like, do you not know? But yeah,
no,
they lost
there
him,
was
did
some.
they?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. It was the after the bell stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But I'm assuming, yeah, because he's advertised. So I'm assuming they have, yeah.
Where
right,
was
let's
he?
do it. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I think they might have just. I don't know if we're going to get some exposure in the next match because they've been given TV time. I would hope that they are offered. I hope we're offered some exposition into where Marseille has been.
Remember, Dan sent us a supposedly leaked lineup, didn't he, of the Royal Rumble Women's Division with the male models, the sister being in the Rumble.
Yeah.
The only thing is with that, there were no legends in that list. And again, WWE are always going to put legends in a Rumble because they can't not do nostalgia. So I'd love for them to just use the current roster, but we know they're not going to do it.
No. Right, okay, so who's going to win this one? I think it's a foregone conclusion. Who wins? We're just going to call them Triple M and Legado. So I don't think I was particularly wrong with this SmackDown being a bit of a filler show. Obviously, the Funhouse stuff was great. Guys, start getting them in. You know how this does. We got a few minutes left. We got 20 minutes left there and thereabouts. Get your match of the night in, your performer of the night in, and your grade of the night. I'm going to say this is a 6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Match of the night, probably Sheamus and Drew versus the Viking Raiders, unless Brawling Brutes and Imperium was amazing, and I missed that.
It wasn't bad. It was serviceable. It just wasn't special. Where I think the Viking Raiders, they really made an effort to get those guys looking strong. So I'd say that was a better match because I'd go with the first match of the night still at this point, unless something amazing happens now.
Yeah, let's maximum male models
pull something out there.
Pull something out, yeah.
Bloody LDO, put it away.
I know, yeah. Dio Madden had so much potential when he was a commentator, and
he still could.
He was supposed when he's supposed to. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, every time.
Wasn't he supposed to fight Flip? Wasn't he supposed to fight Brock Lesnar at some point? Dio Madden.
Yeah, because Brock came out and smashed him through the announce table, didn't he? For no reason. Yeah. Long-time watchers will know what happened to Dom then, why he had a fit of the vapors for a moment there.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Mansoor doing some good work here.
Joaquin Wilde is awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Joaquin Wilde is very talented. First time I've seen these guys tagging, to be fair, in a while. There it is again. Mansoor going to do something? Is he going to do a dive? No. Dio Madden, Marseille trying to throw.
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Oh, I think they're doing this. Oh, no, they're not. Strike the pose.
Amazing. That was
actually
amazing.
Really funny. That
was really funny.
I want this gimmick to die, but now that I've seen that, I'm a little bit more forgiving. I don't quite understand the question here, Impact. So, is it illegal to watch SmackDown? And no, it's very, very, very legal. But it just depends how you do it, I imagine. We are watching it legally through BT Sport.
We are watching it legally, yeah. He was kind of upset at them when they jumped KO last week. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Sami was. What are the models wearing? Daisy Dukes and lingerie? Who? Hey, man, this is the era of. We're in 2023, man. Like Goldust was doing that in the 90s, you know.
Yeah, it was way ahead of his time. Let's not forget Gorgeous George. Some of the stuff he did.
Yeah,
that was way ahead of its time. The Gorgeous George stuff.
It was double suplex by Legado. So we're 10 minutes away from the end, guys.
I know.
Oh, what a Booker T style kick there from Marseille.
Oh, good God. Those shorts are too short. They're too short, Theo.
Please, can we have maximum male models win? Please. Mansoir getting hit in the jewels.
I know, he just bent over as well, Sassy.
Lovely DDT there.
It's interesting because Legado are very much almost the baby faces, aren't they, in this?
Yeah. Oh, lovely kick. 1, 2, and Mansoir goes down.
Legado. Oh, she's not happy.
Is Zelina Vega going to be in the Rumble? That was hinted at there by
that'd be cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
Are we looking forward to see what Kofi Kingston's going to do? He always pulls out something good, doesn't he, Kofi?
Oh yeah, something good out. So Imperium versus Legado next week, and that'll be good. And then, so yeah, the Legado celebrating. Now Roman sat there. Is this the last segment of SmackDown? What are we going to get?
Oh, they're friends again.
So Roman saying he's got a temper.
It could happen. Sasha Banks, it could happen. Although after she's just done the Monet gimmick, it wouldn't work, would it?
Money. Yeah, she's just money.
Have you seen that thing I shared the other day where the guy from South Park going, money?
Money.
Every time. I watched it. I showed it to Jess and she couldn't tell me what. She couldn't understand what I was finding so funny about it. I was like, listen to how it's saying.
Sam's frozen. I assume with he's laughing his head off somewhere. Money. Absolutely. So hopefully Sam will be back. What a screenshot that would be for if only Sam could see. It'd be screenshotted.
My internet just died. I'm back.
Money. So we're still doing that. You froze really. You were like, it was a great moment.
Yeah, I'm not really gone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my stream back because it died. Everything died. I've said it before. I live in the woods, ish. Go on, BT Sports.
Just Sami putting the best on the bloodline. Yeah, that was a good gift for the future. I thought that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that. I want to see. Was I like?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, good. He's still talking to Roman.
Yeah.
See, why does this keep do it?
Sami basically saying that he could do everything for the bloodline. There's going to be a jet. Sami.
Money.
So Sami is going to arrange everything. So Sami going to arrange everything so that so Roman can go out and sign that contract.
Give him the fist bump, Roman. Be a team player. Yeah.
Go on, give him the bump. Give him the bump. Yes. Good. Good.
Do you remember when we were unsure if this was all a tactic by Sami to get to the title? And it turns out that it isn't. And Sami is genuinely has honorable intentions. So
yeah.
Because we weren't sure for weeks, were we? If this was just really a Sami's playing everybody, the master strategist.
Yeah, no, but it's there's an emotional connection between us, the viewer, and Sami Zayn for sure. We want Sami. Go on.
Part of me thinks now, if they did that, if they were to actually find a way to swerve us and make Sami be this, you know, kind of how they did with MJF, everyone thought he was turning face and he was really just being a bigger scumbag than ever. If they were to do that with Sami Zayn, now I would take my hat off to them. I would say, right, you've smashed it. You're not leaning into what the audience wants, which doesn't always work, but my God, you've done well. So yeah, again, I don't think that's the case from what we've already discussed, but I'd be into it. I think that was amazing. Anyway.
No, I understand that completely. Yeah. We want the Undertaker back. If we could have a pill to be you again. I mean, if in a dream world, if the Undertaker was, 10 years younger, 20 years younger, he could have a great match with Roman Reigns. He could have a great match with Ricochet. There's loads of people you'd put the Undertaker in with, if he was 20 years younger. But he's had his time. He's done his time. He's earned his retirement, and all power to him. I think he's had a cracking run. One of my favorite Undertaker matches was with Jeff Hardy. He had a great match with Jeff Hardy on a Raw. Actually, it's probably one of my favorite Undertaker matches. So,
say, guys, 2K exists. You can fantasy book any match you want on 2K.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
I've had Sting versus Kane. It's one of my favorites for 2K.
Sting versus Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Also, Sting by the way, guys, we have an Undertaker who's young again. He's called Bray Wyatt.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? Bray Wyatt.
We have that guy. We have the guy who's inherited that mantle in many. And let's be honest, I think Bray should have been the guy to retire Taker.
Oh, I agree. I think a lot of people think that too. A lot of people do think that.
You know what impacts? No, I don't think he's brilliant in the ring. I don't think he's even as good as the Undertaker in any way, shape, or form. But I don't. Here's the thing with the Undertaker: he's had amazing matches, like with Shawn Michaels and things like that. Bray's yet to have that, but he can get there.
Yeah,
he'll get there.
But the Undertaker, do you think the Undertaker is the greatest ever? I think that is the question.
No, I think as far as like a sports entertainment character goes, he's got to be in the conversation. But a lot of his amazing matches, well, his ring psychology and things like that is superb. But a lot of it was also down to his opponents like Shawn Michaels and being brilliant. Like Undertaker's best matches are with other brilliant wrestlers.
You're right.
He is brilliant, but it's also he's a very WWE wrestler. And he's never been Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels, but put him in the ring with people like that and they make magic because Taker just gets it and always has. But I think Bray gets it as well. In the same, like Cody Rhodes isn't a brilliant in-ring worker. He works hard, but he's not as fluid as a lot of people can be. He does a lot of smoke and mirrors, but you don't know it with Cody because of the smoke and mirrors and because he gets it.
He has the ring psychology, doesn't he?
100%. John Cena, Roman Reigns, The Rock, and are all in that conversation as well. They're not as brilliant in the ring as you might think, but they get it. And sometimes that's what you need. Like people like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels only come around every once in a while. The rest of us have to make do and lean on other things.
Yeah, again, students of the game. Like, again, you John Cena's, you Rocks and stuff that were sort of raised around wrestling. They know how to do less is more. Randy Orton's another great example of that.
Yes.
Not everyone can be a Ricochet,
But then again, Ricochet's character work is absolutely dog poo.
That's true.
He struggles with charisma and being noticed. He's incredible in the ring. He's incredible. I find Okada a bit like that, and I think he's amazing in the ring. But
I agree.
Unless he's in there with someone like Jay White or Kenny Omega or Tanahashi or Naito or Ibushi, I'm a bit like.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, Sam. Yeah, maybe Stone Cold. For me, it's Mick Foley because he was the people's champion. He was the real people's champion. Mick Foley was the right. He looked like everybody else, and he made you believe he could do it. And that is what you need. We can't all be Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
We can't look like Dwayne Johnson, but we can look like, we can look like Mick Foley and, better. But Mick Foley was the guy that made everybody believe they could do anything. And so for me, for that, Mick Foley's the best of all time for me.
I won't engage with this greatest of all time because there's too many variables. Like when you say greatest of all time, like the best wrestler ever to ever do it.
Well,
I don't see how you can pick one.
Well, no, if we're talking best all rounder, I had this conversation. It'll be coming out for people that aren't members on this channel over the weekend. It's currently there for members only, for those that are interested. I had an argument with Anthony. We're doing a new series, which is myself and Anthony looking at different topics. And the first one was the best wrestler in the world at the moment. And I argued for Roman Reigns. And Anthony argued, Anthony, of course, he argued for Kenny Omega. Now, my argument is, this is not wrestling. This is sports entertainment. You can't have one without the other. You cannot have wrestling without sports entertainment and vice versa. Otherwise, we'd be doing Olympic wrestling. So in the context of who is the best wrestler of the moment, it's Roman Reigns because he's the best sports entertainer to me. So when I say Mick Foley, I'm considering all the variables. Who is the most relatable performer of all time? Aside from Dusty Rhodes, it's Mick Foley. You know who? Yeah, John Cena inspires you. John Cena inspires you, but people don't think that they can do what John Cena does. But the idea behind Mick Foley was he was the everyman, and Dusty Rhodes before that.
And Stone Cold. Remember, Stone Cold was the guy who stuck it to his boss. He was he was all of us.
You're right, Stone Cold before that. Yeah, Stone Cold before that. So that's the thing. If you're talking wrestling, you have to talk sports entertainment. And if you're talking that, who was the kid? The kid might grow up wanting to be John Cena, but when they're older or when they're a teenager and they realize that not everybody is gifted with the jawline of John Cena or the athletic ability. Mick Foley was the guy that took your took you as a teenager and maybe before as a kid. Go on.
So carry on, mate. Sorry, Kevin Owens has attacked everybody.
Oh, Kevin Owens is attacking. Kevin Owens attacking. Sorry, we'll talk about this afterwards. Stunner to Roman Reigns. This is not Sami and Zayn backstage. This is Roman. This is the contract signing. Kevin Owens attacking the Usos.
KO. The one-man army.
One-man army, Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Because for me, if it's the best pro wrestler in terms of
let's cover the rest of this because we've only got a few more minutes left, and then we'll have this conversation. Kevin Owens, of course, a Ring of Honor veteran, also has the J armband on, guys.
Ooh.
Nice little moment there.
Someone just went through a table. I think we predicted
pop-up power bomb to Roman Reigns. Nice.
I think we predicted that at the start of the stream.
We did. Roman Reigns pop-up powerbomb by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens looks amazing. Good.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he's got his J armband on as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bless him.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, nice moment.
Oh, you did.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Lovely moment. It's a good moment.
Heyman being a little squirrely little villain. Thank you. I'll have that and I'll sign it. So now we know he can take out the entire bloodline if he wants. Yeah. Oh, here's Sami.
Kevin Owens is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn.
This is interesting, Dom, because Sami took Kevin down on his own last week, where the entire bloodline just got put away by Kevin Owens here.
Oh, Sami, yeah. Kevin Owens running away. Nice. That's good. Good ending. Yeah, Deanna makes a good point. Kenny is the best wrestler, while Roman might be the best entertainer. Yeah,
See, I'd
but
flip that. I'd flip that around completely. I'd say Roman is the better sports entertainer. I think
yeah, he
Omega is
is.
the better athlete. I just
Yeah,
think
no, I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but you go on.
style. Sorry, Omega's style isn't for everyone. I can see. I could like because some people think Roman Reigns just does like the 5 moves and that's and he sort of does. And Omega, I think Omega is incredible, and it like
He is, but he's not
and
he's not as entertaining as Roman. And if you're
no,
gonna talk wrestling in this context of this podcast, where we don't cover Olympic wrestling, we cover sports entertainment wrestling, then Roman Reigns is the better wrestler.
it's all
To me,
professional wrestling though, or pro. When I refer to pro wrestling, I mean obviously the stuff we all love.
this is
Is
a
I mean,
come on.
it's what I'm going to take this watch off. It's driving me insane.
Yeah. This is what happens. You see, this is what we were talking about, guys. But yeah, this you can watch what me and Anthony say on
I will.
the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be releasing that. It gets heated. Let's put it that way. So yeah, but that's another conversation for another time. But for me, For me, it was Foley. It was always Foley because he blurred the lines. But Deanna makes a good point. Sassy also makes a good point there. Are we going to watch Muta's retirement show on Sunday? I would love to, mate. I would love to, but we've got a busy couple of weeks ahead. We're doing Raw on Monday. We've got the AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. So I'm doing Monday and Friday next week. So I won't be. We'd love to do more stuff like that. We would, but it's just we all work as well, so we're all doing other stuff. Lita will be on upcoming Bro, that's great. YK Beast is in. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So, guys, you know how we do this. We look at the grade for the night, your performer of the night, and your match of the night. So I'm going to give it to, you know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to Maximum Male Models versus Legado del Fantasma because Maximum Male Models are my new favorite tag team.
Oh, behave.
So no, seriously. Yeah, that's cool. Your pick is a cat, and that's awesome.
Meow.
That's awesome.
It's a very stretched cat.
It is a very stretched cat. It is. But it's cool. Sassy welcoming YK Beast in. Grade of the night, performer of the night, match night. Maximum Male Models versus Legado for me because I love Maximum Male Models. Performer of the night, I mean, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
For the promo, yeah. We're doing grade, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for me. Yeah, match Sheamus and Drew versus the Viking Raiders. I think that's yours, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, I think that's my match of the night. Performer of the night, I suppose it's Bray Wyatt. Yeah, he's like that was the thing, the moment that stood out to me, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more kind with the grade. I'm going to give it a 6.5 only because there was nothing offensive about the show. It just didn't sparkle, you know.
Yeah.
There was nothing. That was awful about it. Yeah. It was just it wasn't like this week's Raw, which was just consistently wowed me quite a lot. So
yeah,
I think next week's. I think Raw's winning at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it. Potentially is. I remember that Eddie Guerrero died, and also Chris Benoit. These are the years when I really dominated, and then it entered the Israel, the whole scene. Well, that's really nice insight. In fact, thank you so much for that, because obviously, you know, I've not been there, so I don't know how much it does affect you guys in terms of wrestling and the connection. So, great to hear that. Thank you very much for talking me through that. What do you say? Is wrestling as good as it was in those years? Not for, but we're older, so we're older than you as well. For us, that's a nostalgic period. The Attitude Era. You're talking Ruthless Aggression. You know, we grew up in the Attitude Era, so for us, I would say that era will never be repeated.
No.
But it's lovely to hear your thoughts on the Ruthless Aggression era and where you came from as a fan. That's what, you know, this is what this channel is about. We're all fans. We're all just talking wrestling. So thank you so much for your input tonight. Great question from YK Beast. Why do we not giving us Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend? One day, mate. One day. They teased it when Bray was last in the company. They did tease it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. One day we might get it. WWE is confident that they have enough women not women on the roster for Women's Rumble. They have about 31 on the roster, not counting Bianca and Charlotte. And I agree. Well, they do have enough women technically, but they're going to have some guests. They're going to have some, Lita. Maybe
we know the legends. Yeah, we're going to get our annual dose of Molly Holly and Kelly because we always bloody do.
Which is fine. We got YK Beast joining us from India. Well, thank you so much. This is again why we do this. It's wonderful that we can reach people from all over the world. I'm from Yorkshire in the UK. Sam is from Lancashire in the UK. We're about 2 hours apart. But we have come together on the Gimme a Hug Yeah podcast to say you guys do SmackDown. It has been an absolute joy. So thank you, YK Beast, for joining us. We appreciate you very much. Brock versus Bray was planned for Mania 32, and Brock changed his mind. Yeah, there's a couple of theories out there that people don't want to work with Bray because they don't come out looking as good. Interesting. Like and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So wherever you are, we can accommodate you probably. And Mr. Days of great managers. Bob, go on.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, Brock and Bray should have worked together at Survivor Series when they were both holding the titles. And weirdly, we got Brock versus Rey Mysterio instead on that pay-per-view, like breaking years of precedent. So something weird happened there. But I always thought it was more to do with they needed both champions to look strong rather than anything. But then they went and buried him with the whole Goldberg thing. So God knows what they were doing.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? But that is a theory that is going around about Bray people not wanting to work with Bray, which is a shame, really.
Yeah.
But Norma makes a lovely comment. Miss great managers, Bobby the Brain, Captain Lou Albano, and so on. Good stuff. Yeah, that was a classic time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
sure, mate.
People older than us remember the territory days with more fondness than the Attitude Era as well. So
yes, of course,
and I get that completely.
Yeah, Mr. Golden Age of 70s wrestling. Yeah, interesting. Visual Misfit Gamer. Carrie has a show the day of the Rumble, so I think it rules right. You see, Carrie was my pick. Misfit Gamer, absolutely my pick. But that might rule her out. But you never know, do you? You never know with the Rumble. You never know. Is there still the thing with the 30 wrestlers running into the ring? Will it be today? No Impacts. That is coming up, though. That is the Royal Rumble. Nice plugging for our stream that will happen next Saturday. Anthony Nayland will be here. The consummate AEW fan will be here covering the WWE event for 3 hours as he takes you through the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble will be happening next Saturday. So it'll be cool. Do you think Rock will return? Yes, I do, and I think it'll be. Could be Raw this Monday, could be the Rumble, but hopefully by Mania because we'll be there and it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Kerry has a podcast or interview or something, and then a meet and greet. They can change. They can for the Rumble they can move some stuff around. I think
they've done it before.
They've done it before. Absolutely. Guys, I'll give you guys a few more minutes to get your grade in, your match of the night in, and your performer of the night in. Once again, for me, it's 6 out of 10. For performer of the night, it's Bray Wyatt. And for me, the match of the night is purely for entertainment purposes. And my entertainment purposes, Maximum Male Models versus... Legado del Fantasma. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Norma for giving us £10 on Super Chat. Thank you for hanging out in the wee hours for us. It's appreciated. Well, we appreciate you. The value that you that means a lot to us. It means a lot to us. This is why we do it. This is what we're here for. This covers the cost. We've just gone up a tier in StreamYard as well to get a few more perks. So it covers the StreamYard costs that I'm currently forking out for. So thank you guys so much for that. It's wonderful. Sassy says thank you, Norma. Undertaker is coming. You think he's coming to Raw? He'll be here on Monday. We'll be here on Monday Night Raw. YK Beast. We will be watching Monday Night Raw. The Undertaker will be there. So so absolutely come and join us for that. Once again, a huge thank you to Norma. Probably is this interview just made. Trust me, dude. I'm sure it means something. But I wouldn't be surprised if we still saw Kyrie. The Rock is already 50 years old. Will he really come back? It's hard for me to believe. Yeah, have you seen The Rock, mate? I think The Rock could do a match. I think The Rock could do a Rumble. He could certainly do one match.
Yeah, he could do one.
Sure. From what I understand, it's to promote a match with Mercedes. Well, there's been a working agreement recently with New Japan and WWE.
There has been.
Carl Anderson to work the Wrestle Kingdom show, which we covered right here on this channel. So the earliest hours of the morning I've ever been on a podcast and a stream. So if you want to go back and watch our watch along of New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, you feel free, you can do. It was a long one, but yes, there is a working agreement between WWE and New Japan, so that could come into play there. But yeah, do we have anything else that we hang on? I want to point out The Rock was blown up 5 minutes into his matches with Punk and Cena. Yeah, we talks earlier. We talked about being physically fit doesn't always mean match fit, does it?
Yeah. No.
So you are right. You need.
Anyone's ever done a boxing match, you will soon discover that.
Yeah, you need to get ready. You need to get ready for those things for sure. So yeah, guys, once again, there is a quick opportunity if you want to get your performer of the night in, your match of the night in, and your grade of the night in before we finish up. Sam, do you have anything to add? Anything to plug before we finish?
I have one very important word to say. Money. Anyway,
Money.
No, you thought I was going to say WrestleSphere, didn't you? But yeah, that like and subscribe. Give me a whole and check out WrestleSphere on Twitter to keep up to date for when the website launches, because when the website launches, it's going to have interviews on there being added all the time. It's going to be awesome. So
absolutely. Do you want to remind Impacts why we're not kidding about the Undertaker returning? Because if you've been paying attention, Impacts, I know you haven't been able to watch all the show. No, I'm not saying you haven't been paying attention, because you have been paying attention. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm just laughing at that.
Money. If the graphic for Monday Night Raw, the 30th, what did that show you, Sam?
Bong.
The Undertaker.
Bong.
He's not going to be having a match, Impacts, but he's going to be there. He's going to be there on Monday night.
Do you like that? I just kind of did the Undertaker's entrance. Sound effects. Yeah, do you like?
I think Stone Cold Steve should be advertising Raw 30th anniversary face. Yeah, face red droopy eyes. 3:10 a.m. Nearly read that out.
He's only doing this now for the money.
The money. Stone Cold Steve Austin should be there. He will be. I imagine he'll be there at some point. Yeah. I imagine he'll show up. It's going to be a busy 3 hours. It'll be the first Raw I've done in ages.
Yeah.
3 hours. Right, guys, on that note, it's 3:11 in the morning. I got to be up in 6 hours. So, yeah, I've got a drive. I've got to go to Chesterfield. Right. So, guys, I will see you soon. We'll see you on Monday when myself and Dan Hargreaves will be covering Raw. You will see Sam next on Friday when we are covering SmackDown. And Anthony will be here with you for Wednesday. And also Royal Rumble on Saturday. Anthony will be covering that live right here on Gimme a Hull Yeah. So
sorry, mate. Sorry to slow you to roll there. Will he also be doing Elevation this week, or is he taking Elevation off?
Anthony loves doing Elevation, doesn't he? It's most likely that he will be doing something there. I've just seen that face red droopy eyes emoji.
What the hell is that?
I've never seen that before. Is it like blood? I don't know what that is. Yeah. So, but yeah, for those interested, Undertaker's going to be there on Monday. Loads of other people are going to be there on Monday. It's going to be a blast. So hopefully you can join us Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. It's going to be a busy week on the Give Me a Hull Yeah podcast. Thank you for the time, guys. Monday. I'm gonna change it from Hull Yeah to money.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna surprise everyone and do that, but now we're both doing it.
Okay, so what we normally do is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Hull Yeah, jazz hands and out. What we're gonna do this time is we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, money and out. So, guys, we'll see you next week. He'll do elevation on Monday and dark on Tuesday. Oh my! See that?
Really?
He works. He starts work. It's like 9 a.m. like latest every day, and he still does these streams. So I thought we had it tough. But yeah, you'll meet, for those that haven't met Anthony yet, you'll meet him on Monday. He's wonderful. Everybody on this channel is pretty cool. Come and join myself and Dan for Monday Night Raw. It's been a pleasure having you guys. You guys are the Hullamaniacs. We love you. Sassy is a real legend. Sassy is the moderator supreme. So we're lucky to have you guys. We are lucky to have you. Thank you for being here. My name's Dom. That's Sam. And we've been giving you a Hull Yeah. This has been our SmackDown stream for the January 20th, 21st, whatever. Stream of SmackDown. We'll be back next week and we'll see you soon. So we're gonna count. Our truth is a legend. We're gonna count down from 5, and then we normally say Hull Yeah, and we finish because obviously give me a Hull Yeah. But now we're gonna say for impact's sake, we're gonna say money. So wherever you are in the world, count down from 5 with us. Do some jazz hands, and we'll see you guys next time. Let me just cue up a nice outro. Yeah, let's go with Darby. Cool. Right, guys. See you next time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Money! 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 Money!
God, I just listened to this Hull Yeah podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Give Me a Hull Yeah podcast.
Money!